Yujiro Hamna, a man so disrespectful that he makes Deadpool look like a church kid. He was born a menace for real, traumatizing his own mother to be a monk. He's a merciless wrecking machine. From slapping women to beating his own son's ass, Yujiro is so disrespectful that if you look up disrespect in the dictionary, there's a picture of him on there. And this is how much disrespect he showed in the Baki verse. And it got worse every time. Alright, before we even go anywhere, at a time when Yujiro was getting only his first pubes, he single-handedly destroyed the US Army and had them timber in the boots. I mean, Loki, Yujiro is just like a grandma on Thanksgiving. He's got bean knuckles, potato cakes, ham roast, you name it. When he came across General Gary, ripped off his face, used it as a mask to enter the base. Then he removes the mask and goes, "Surprise, motherfuckers," and proceeds to run hands with everyone in the place. I mean, who's killing them? Left, right, up, down, up, triangle, square, square. Like, bro, he had the whole country surrender to him. Based. My man is a force of nature. He's father nature. And that's nothing because the guy doesn't discriminate. He doesn't care if you're a guy or girl. He's got hands for everyone. He's the true champion of equal rights, equal left. And he showed that in the wildest way possible with his girls next. Like in the Vietnam War, when he met Jane, she saw his bid and immediately was trying to seduce him. At least that's what we thought. She asked him if he wanted to get laid, but my guy unfolding for anyone. He didn't care about it, BS. And during the escape, he figured out that she was an agent of the UN. But that ain't going to work on him, honey. So to punish her for the betrayal, not only did he give her a scar she'll never forget, I'm talking about the forbidden grape, but he also used her body as a shield to escape. And after he killed everyone, she pulled a gun on him. So my guy showed his back, and that was it. That's how we got Jack, because instead of just ending her, he decided to give her the ultimate disrespect on the woman's side. And if you think she was the only psychotic woman who fell for his disrespectful charm, then let me disappoint you, because the standards were all over the floor with the next one. Meet another crazy ass woman who has more screw loose than the previous one. Amy was Eiji Akizawa's wife and met Yujiro at the party where Yujiro was giving her the light skin stare in front of her husband. That was strike one. Eiichi caught her looking back and slapped her so hard, Hulk smash had nothing on him. But then he made the worst decision of his life, even worse than marrying that woman, because he went up to challenge Yujiro. So Yujiro showed up like a Ghostbuster at their place, and Eiichi went run to call security, but no one was going to help him because Yujiro already run a train on them. Pause. Actually not pause because it didn't involve me, but then he pulled a gun on someone who stopped bullet with his keen. And before he could even do anything, Yujiro grabbed his neck,
Daddy.
Hey yo! Killing him. And for some reason, that turned on Amy and she decided to have kids with the guy who disrespected her and her husband. Yujiro is a creature at this point, he's not human. He would punch the earth just to stop an earthquake that's disrupting his fight. And so if he's doing that to his wife, what do you think he's doing to his sons? One of his worst encounters with his son, the one where Baki was fighting Anayama. First of all, he shows up like a Fortnite Power Ranger and then looks disappointed at Baki because he tells him that the fight is not over because they only have minor scratches. Like, bro, the kid is 13. To him, if it doesn't resemble the scene from The Shining, then that's not a real fight. Give him a Korea smiles, look at Hanayama, and realizes he has a death wish. So Yujiro picks up Hanayama by his head and throws him like he's a duck toy. And Baki starts running like he's the dog to try to go get the toy, only to get that signature slap that almost got him a ticket to see his grumps. Then Yujiro leaves, saying this wasted his time. Like, dude, at least take your son to the hospital. You came to meet him for the first time, and that's the only thing you do? No wonder Baki has been dreaming of whipping his dad's ass since he was in diapers. And he's not even the only kid trying to whip his old man. Hold on. Because there is Dak, who Yujiro disrespected even worse than Baki. Yujiro is a fighting maniac because as he realizes he has another son besides Baki, he lies because he just got another toy to play with. Jack also had some daddy issues, but he thought he was first in line. So of course Yujiro obliged when Jack pulled up from behind him and said, "Let's finish what we started." Like, bro, finish your workout first because you look like Stephen Hawking had anorexia. Yujiro just shot him with this disgusted look like he'd rather be anywhere else than fighting this twig. But Jack still attacked him only to get disrespected by his own move. Yujiro bit him on the shoulder, and that, my friend, was the glorious birth of Jack the Ripper. But remember, when Yujiro gives you a chance, you better haul ass and start running running for your life because he will fix your ego, your attitude, and your daddy issue faster than your therapist will. Bro fixed that bratty attitude of Katsumi in seconds. Katsumi Orochi knew Yujiro was strong but still tried to kick him. Granted that Yujiro was trying him first because all Yujiro does is disrespect everybody. Yujiro was roasting him as soon as they got to Pico's vault. Of course, Katsumi was having none of it. Tried to kick him, but Yujiro untied one of his shoelaces mid-kick. Like how? Like this is Flash's level of speed. Yujiro's built like a bear and still untie his shoe while he was trying to kick him and slaps you with it afterwards. Like bro brought shame to his whole lineage. Then Yujiro proceeds to tell him to get his ass back to his daddy because he clearly doesn't stand a chance against him, and the only reason he attacked him was because he knew no one would let him die. Facts. On facts. I know the homie was sitting his pants right then and there, reconsidering his life choices. I mean, dude, don't worry. Yujiro almost killed your dad. At least all he did was untie your shoes. But this is nothing because Yujiro's hand had rated E for everyone. It doesn't show anyone any mercy. Just like he did Motobe and Yanagi that dirty. In the fight when Motobe was in the middle of beating Yanagi, and Yujiro showed up like he's the cooling man when there's any interesting fight. So Motobe started facing him with his katana, which why would you even think that would help you somehow? Because Yujiro snapped that thing like it was a toothpick. Yo, I swear, Yujiro gotta have 2 Y chromosomes because he's this manly. I mean, he turned back to Yanagi while he was probably thinking of taking his revenge, but immediately get his face blasted by Yujiro in an instant. Then Yujiro goes home as if nothing happened. So no one is safe from this guy's hand. If you want to escape from his wrath, you gotta pray that he sees someone else to pick on. Otherwise, you're dead. Just like Amanai and Dopo. Jagata Sherman, a Muay Thai fighter in the locker room for the maximum tournament, who didn't even do anything. The guy was just standing there. So Kool-Aid Yujiro enters and grabs him by the shoulder and folds him like a chair, breaking his spine. Like any random weak fighter exists, Yujiro is like, I'm about to end this man. R.I.P. dog. Then another dude comes and slaps Yujiro. Of course, everyone is shocked at this because who would dare to slap this Satan? You, Amanai, take this guy's place. But even that dude started begging in the fight with Dopo, and Yujiro got hella mad at this. He probably thought, not on my watch, you little rat, and killed him. I mean, it's not even killing at this point, it's just a mini-scale fighter genocide. Like, I'm not exaggerating at all. So as the maximum tournament locker room turned into pure chaos, Yujiro's wild and ruthless behavior setting the stage for the next epic showdown. I think Yujiro's testosterone level are so insanely high, even the Hulk will look like a ballerina next to him. In the middle of the fight with Dopo Orochi, he didn't even take a stance and casually walked towards him like he was in a park. Then kept fighting for so long that finally Yujiro was like, alright my guy, I had enough of this, and then proceeds to turn into a praying mantis. Like I'd say, don't let your woman look at that back because she would turn pregnant immediately. But bro beat Orochi so bad, but he left him standing. And then the ref asked him, so yo, where are you going? The fight isn't over. And Yujiro goes, nah dog, that boy dead. And these aren't even the worst form of disrespect, because Mr. Seeking Ryu had it worse. In the tournament where he fought Ryu, Yujiro literally digs his finger in the dude's face and tossed him like a pancake at the audience. And after all that, the old man came back for round 2. I mean, personally, I would not, because this dude has got to have the biggest balls, or he's just a masochist, because Yujiro wasted no time to end it. From terrifying his own mother to an entire country, Yujiro is untouchable. He's the king of disrespect, and no one is safe from him.